Unyfy, and yeah, let me definitely help you to sort out these different premium content, premium interaction features that we have, and how to best think about them. So let's start with subscriptions, because that is something I guess everybody who is in the content creation game is familiar with. Of course, brilliant business model, recurring revenues every month, and people subscribe to you. Also, what many creators but also brands that we media companies we work with tell us is, hey, it became so tough over the last 5 years to sell more subscriptions, because people already have so many subs, especially those who in general subscribe to things online. The term that you will sometimes hear being used is subscription fatigue. So that is why new models such as tokens and NFTs can provide super great alternatives or additional ways how you can create and sell premium content to an audience. Now, let's talk about tokens, and I will also tell you how specifically they are used on Unyfy and what you can do with them. Tokens on Unyfy, as it relates to premium content, essentially think about them like an in-game currency that people can buy. You can even give it out for free sometimes as a reward, for instance, for active users, for people who contribute to your community. That being said, it's then a micropayment tool for your content. So you sell a pack of tokens, say 100 or 500 or 1,000, and then your content can be unlockable with these tokens, much like you know it from games where you have in-game currencies and very similar mechanisms, right? You buy a coin, a token in a game shop, and then you go to the in-game item shop and buy your stuff with these coins. So you can do pretty much the same with your content, but also with your community interactions like Ask Me Anythings, votings, and so on. And that makes a lot of sense for as an alternative to subscriptions, because you can sell one pack to people who really like your stuff, but probably don't have the time to read everything, watch everything that you do all the time. So they wouldn't subscribe, but they can still every once in a while buy a pack of tokens, which you, by the way, can name whatever you want, right? You can have your own coin, your diamonds, call it whatever. Probably, given that you are into philosophy, you have a smarter, more appealing, high-minded name for this. And then, last but not least, NFTs. So NFTs, without going too deep into the technology side of things, they have one property that is really important. They can be either unique and or limited editions. So while subs, people can unlimited amount of people can buy subscriptions, which is great for content, it's not as great for some premium things that demand a lot of time from you, as for instance coaching people or answering people's questions. So what we see some of our clients do who have like a coaching background, they use NFTs to build higher end businesses that request more individual time that you take for one specific buyer. So, simple example, say you want to offer personal online coaching and you can allocate just enough hours to it so that you can handle 10 customers, then you can create 10 NFTs, which are the access pass to this service for, let's say, half a year or a year. And then you can sell 10 of these, but you will not be overloaded if 50 people just buy it as they could with a subscription. So it has to do with the scalability of what you put on offer, and NFTs are really for the things that take your time. There you can really easily give tie access to this to owning an NFT, and then you sell these NFTs.
Yeah, I just want to add something, I guess like more of a general statement on it. And it's that, Vlado, like at the end of the day, how much value you assign to any type of asset, or how much value the customer perceives is in that asset, is what you're willing to charge for and what you're willing to sell, right? So if your particular audience is averse to things like subscriptions, you need to find another route, right? It's like another route, another way to attack. If the front lines are loaded, you want to find that side attack, right? So basically, you just want to listen to your user base. It's difficult to give advice to everyone that'll apply to everyone because of that fact, because everybody's audience and their buying methods or their buying habits are different, right? So find what will work best for your audience. I think straight up just ask them, like, you are a very smart creator to be using Unyfy, because you can directly ask your audience their input and their their preferences, right? You can launch a voting, launch an AMA where people can provide input, and then you can kind of ask what they would prefer. So that could be a really cool way to do it. I guess step one would be to first onboard them to the platform to actually do that. Um, that is done by just simply, creating a voting and then creating a social media post saying, "Hey guys, go vote on my platform for it." They then are prompted to register. So that's a nice way to onboard them. But yeah, that's just my overall advice. Trying to extend it beyond just Vlado. That your user base, they will have different buying habits, and you might have to take a different angle, right, to achieve the outcome that you want while fulfilling their needs or their preferences. So